Welcome. My name is Marisa Martins. I'm a documentary family photographer. I'm based in Lisbon, Portugal, and I've been photographing families for more than 10 years. I want to thank Canon Club for inviting me to talk about my work and how I photograph families. So in this tutorial, I'm going to talk about what is documentary family photography, what is my approach to families without posing or directing. I'm going to talk about gear and technical tips, how the new R5 Mark II and also R6 Mark II are the perfect tools to work under difficult conditions. Also, I'll be talking about mindset, what I think when I'm shooting families, moment, light, composition, and then in the end I will talk about videography, post-production and printing.
On the road, I've been away for far too long, but now I'm on my way back home. I hear the west winds calling.
So the question is, what is documentary family photography? Documentary family photography is about capturing the true essence of family, not posing, not staging scenes. I spend the day at family's home, just witnessing what naturally happens throughout the day. I will talk about how the power of having the best gear helps me to grow so much in this genre. And I will also talk about how to blend in family's life and capture genuine interactions and emotions without any control of space and light.
I'm there before the setting sun, for you to fall into my arms, a place I call my home. I was looking to belong when I already found my home.
Understanding documentary family photography. The family doesn't have to work in these sessions, or think about what to dress, or find like the perfect spot for the photos. They just have to allow me and trust me to spend time with them, like I'm part of the family, even if I have to shoot at noon. In order to blend with the family, I'll sit at the table, I'll eat with them, I'll go in the same car if that's possible, and sometimes I just sit and wait. Sometimes for the naps to be over, but I'm always respectful and non-judgmental. To have access to the family, we should build rapport. Building rapport with the family is crucial for capturing genuine and intimate moments. It's about creating a comfortable and trusting environment where the family feels themselves relaxed. I spend time connecting, and I take as much time as I want without taking my camera off my bag. This is to allow for casual conversations and getting to know the family with time and respect. I must show genuine interest in their lives, stories and relationships. I'm very patient and I make the offer to connect with each family member individually, always respectfully and honoring their boundaries and preferences. By investing time in building this trust and connection with the family, you create a more enjoyable experience for the family, but also you capture more authentic and meaningful photographs.
I was looking to belong when I'd already known that you would be there when the rains are gone. Like a light in the night, you will always be my home.
In order to work in such unpredictable conditions, I have to have the best gear possible. So my cameras are R5 Mark II and the new RF35 f1.4 and USR 6 Mark II with 2870 f2. I will talk about the main features that are so important to do documentary family photography. For me, the main are high-resolution sensor, ISO capabilities, high BIS, autofocus, and video capabilities, and of course, the insane Canon colors that always made me love Canon so much. And I'm now so excited with the new R5 Mark II. After the long wait since the R5 that was a really huge success, here it is, the Mark II, with a sensor of 45 megapixel. It has this dual pixel intelligence AF, which includes the eye control autofocus technology. Has this amazing capability of continuously track the subject even if another subject gets in front of the original subject that you're tracking, maintaining locked the original subject. I also love its hybrid capacities where I can shoot stills and movie in a very easy way. The new 35mm f1.4L VCM, I waited for this lens for more than 4 years and I'm so glad it's finally here. It's a must-have lens, it's very sharp, it's pleasantly small and compact and has an amazing autofocus technology that Canon cameras have. The autofocus is so fast, silent and reliable, and this is my favorite focal distance. This is also a hybrid lens with VCM motor and it's 300 grams lighter than the EF version. I have another favorite lens, it's the RF 2870L f2. This is definitely the most versatile lens I ever used. I love the flexibility of this lens, covering several distances with an f2 aperture. And it gives me a really nice shallow depth of field in portraits like a prime lens. It has this top quality and I have the flexibility of a zoom lens. It's impressive. Shooting techniques. I'm going to share with you what are my shooting techniques. I work in manual mode and my apertures are between 3.5 and 8 approximately, because I like narrow apertures because it allows me to have more information and more context to my story. Because children are so fast, I often use my shutter speed between 320 to 2000 approximately, and my white balance I always use automatic. Due to constant change in temperature and different types of light, I prefer to trust the camera's automatic mode, and it's less of a worry for me. Because I don't use flash in documentary family photography, I'm not afraid of pushing the ISO into its highest levels. And that's one of the highest or the best features of these two cameras, is the noise reduction. Practical tips for documentary family photography. I'm going to talk about my mindsets, what I'm thinking when I'm shooting. I'll talk about moments, composition, and light. Let's start with moments. What naturally unfolds is sometimes underestimated. For me, moment commands. I want to feel the moment and how they are living it, and a strong sense of presence that I can almost touch that moment. We should embrace the unexpected. Let go the poses and preparations, and be ready to let the family accept your presence as if you are part of the family. The autofocus tracking is definitely the very best tool, especially when you're photographing children and everything seems uncontrollable and unexpected. You should rely on the autofocus and a servo to know that all the photos will be in focus. Observe and anticipate. React less and prepare more for the action. Listen and pay close attention to your subjects. Anticipate actions and be ready to capture them as they unfold before they do. Find the story within the routine. Everyday life is full of potential stories. Look for the small, the intimate moments that define the family's dynamic, the small details that can often tell a bigger story. Focus on hands, on eyes, or objects that carry significance. When you're trying to do some detail-oriented portraits, exaggerate to clean the background and to show the viewer exactly what drew you into that scene. If you want to tell a story, you mustn't forget to show where the story is taking place. You have to give context about the surroundings. It helps the viewer to understand better what is going on. You should look for expressions. Emotions are the heart of any story. Look for emotional response that reveals feelings of any kind, like connections, joy, sadness, anger, love, and even tantrums. Kids are always having tantrums. About slowing the shutter down, I only use this technique when I know that the expression matches the feeling that I'm trying to transmit. It can be movement, freedom, happiness, but the subject has to be happy as well, or showing freedom as well. One of the best things about kids is that they are always repeating, and you almost always have another opportunity to capture the scene. And repeating an action or expression can create a powerful visual rhythm. In outdoor activities or sports, don't forget to push higher the shutter speed and keep shooting through the moment, even if you think this is over. I always borrow ideas from street photography. It's a great way to learn how to see the world, where you look for interesting compositions, unexpected juxtapositions, and see how decisive moments happen in front of you. I always use street photography as a way to practice my photography. Nothing wrong with being literal, but you should look for the non-obvious. We don't always need all the elements present in the image to convey the message. Like a single sign or a clue or a detail, it can transmit a feeling or an idea and leave room for the observer's imagination. You want them to be curious to know more, don't you? Moving from moments to composition. So you can create quality photos using just observation as a primary skill. And what is composition? Composition is what you choose to include in the frame and the position of the camera. Composition helps me to find order in chaos. It's the only thing that I can control, using lines, shapes, patterns, and to create structure within a chaotic scene. Play with symmetry. Symmetrical compositions can create a sense of balance and harmony. Isolate your subject. Use depth of field to separate your subject from the background, creating a focal point. One of the most important rules of composition is simplify. Less is often more. You should focus on the essential elements of the image and eliminate distractions. Subject separation and clean the background are very, very important to keep the image clean and readable. Points of view. When working on a scene, try to capture from different angles or perspectives. You can use the LCD to help you to reach other points of view from the bottom to the top. You should explore coincidences. You never know when this will happen, but if you see one, just go for it. Leverage color. Strong colors can draw the viewer's eye and add visual interest to your images. Look for color coincidences, complementary colors, and contrasting colors. Use composition as a language. Learn how to use composition to tell a story. Consider the placement of the elements and the visual weight on different parts of your image. Moving on composition to light. Light can dramatically affect the mood, the story, and the atmosphere of the image. A genuine moment caught in a poor light is still a genuine moment, worthy of being part of the story. So embrace any types of light. Harsh light is oftenly avoided. It can be a powerful tool for creating dramatic shadows and striking contrasts. However, it requires careful attention to prevent losing skin texture. To capture the desired effect without sacrificing detail, precise exposure adjustment is essential. Sunset backlight. Create silhouettes or halo effects by shooting towards the light source. I know it's a little bit more romantic, but it's perfect to do some family portraits. Always look to gather the family for one last photo before you leave and do some candid portraits. Master low light. Trust the IBIS camera digital stabilizer of these two cameras. By slowing the shutter speeds, you can capture intimate moments in low light conditions. Also, you can learn how to use higher ISO settings, and you are not going to lose strong colors. You still capture the mood in a low light moment. Let's mix up a little bit. Work with mixed light. Balance different light sources to capture more dynamic and interesting images. By directing the viewer's attention using light beams to highlight moments or subjects that are relevant to the story. Always expose for the highlights. Make the most of indoor light. Inside a house, the light can be natural or artificial. You can use the available light from the windows or the lamps to create interesting effects. Be ready for any light source. Don't avoid difficult light situations. It's where the automatic white balance is very effective. Don't let poor lighting conditions limit you. Experiment with different settings and approaches. If you are working with these cameras, you are always prepared for any light conditions. Be brave and embrace the best available light. Post-processing color grading. In documentary family photography, it's about real life. So, post-processing should enhance, not alter, the authenticity of the captured moments. I use minimal editing because the essence of documentary family photography lies in capturing real life. The raw file is already so accurate that I don't apply any filters. Instead, I just look for subtle adjustments that enhance the photograph's colors and exposure. And Canon colors are insane. The skin tones are so real and the raw file is very, very close to the final edit. My basic editing tips for documentary style is the use of color grading, exposure adjustments, cropping, dodge and burn, only to enhance the image and never to erase or clone objects. Don't let your memories fly to the clouds. Don't forget the tangible power of printed photographs. Printed photographs are not just lasting memories of the past. They are living testaments of the enduring power of family love. They can be a daily dose of happiness and a reminder of the family love and bonding. So I recently started a new challenge to complement my photography with videography. I think combining various fields of multimedia, it's a hope of breaking traditional boundaries and create strong visual and different languages. Because I'm just a photographer and not a videographer, I really trust on the stabilization IBIS of these cameras. So these cameras, R6 Mark II and R5 Mark II, have this button that I can separate the stills from the video settings so that I don't accidentally find myself using movie-appropriate shutter speeds or aperture settings, and I quickly jump from video back to stills and the other way without making mistakes. So to conclude this tutorial, I trust the best gear to get consistent results and to be completely focused and confident in my work. So my advice is to choose the best gear for you to be confident when you go to families' homes and photograph these families without staging and without directing them. Shoot often. The more you shoot, the better you'll become in capturing these spontaneous moments. Experiment, don't be afraid to try new things, and step outside what is comfortable for you. This isn't just about creating lasting memories. This is more. This is capturing the strength and the beauty of a family bond today. These images can boost self-esteem of every family member, especially children, by visually affirming their love and belonging. I aim to create a timeless document contributing to everyone's sense of worth and identity. By following these tips and consistently practicing, you can develop your skills in documentary family photography and capture the essence of everyday life in a meaningful way. Thank you so much for watching, and you can look for more tutorials here at Canon Club platform, follow my Instagram and check my mentoring programs in my website. Thank you so much. See you!